Now, on this Punky stuff, that gets, here's the issue here. Now, if it was on the bottom, nobody's gonna see it. I'd put a thin coat of epoxy on it or CA glue. Just want to solidify it, get it hard. But my problem here is that if I'm assuming this is going to be the top, yeah, I could dig it out and do all sort of things. But I'm going to show you a quick trick. Hand me a cup of water in it, Billy, please. All right. Whether I'm using a Titebond 3, glue all, or the high glue, they're all water soluble. I'm just doing a little bit. Now, why am I thinning it? Because I want it to soak in. What we're creating here has been around forever. It's called a glue size. Now you turners, you get Punky wood, try it. Probably shouldn't tell you that because my blotch control has got all kind of acrylics in it and a little bit of, not this glue, but but one we have made, and it's not going to take that very long just to soak it up. And what it's going to do is it's just going to take those Punky fibers and it's just going to solidify them. Yeah, it's drinking it pretty good. I turn it up, you get the point. I did about a 50-50 mix on that. See the little air bubbles? It's soaking right in there. Now once this is dried, then I'll come back across it with some more white glue, full strength, and I'll sand it, I'll test it to make sure. Let me see if I can show you this. I don't know if it'll do it here or not. I can barely see it. You're not going to see it on camera. But what it's doing, well, it's just drinking it. And as you can you see right here where it's drying out? All right. What I'm after with the thin stuff is getting it to go down in. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I realize we've got all the modern day, the Titebonds and polyurethanes and all of that, and they all have their uses and places. But just good old regular woodworking, Elmer's ain't broke. That's a fact. I know of and have pieces that were built with it more years ago than I want to claim, and never an issue. Never an issue. All right. That's just a good way of handling something like that. Now then we can come back, like I said, and do whatever we want, in as much as, finishing out the surface. Now, why sand instead of just make a dust? Well, the main reason is, and particularly if you're into a burl wood or a veneer or something, particularly a burl one, What this is going to do is it's picking up the wood, the dust from right in the area that you're working. So it's going to match better. Now this is a little larger void. So I've essentially got a paste in here. Now I want to show you this. The Elmer's, I told you, is thicker. And there's a point it starts to knot itself together. When it does, it'll pull it all out. So don't get on it too quick. Let it dry. This is probably the most common and one of the best methods of filling. But again, it's going to shrink on you a little bit. So you may have to do it a couple times. And the other thing is that glue being water-based, initially it'll be darker. That's just because it's wet. But once the glue dries, you're good to go. Throw a little bit of my thin mix on here. Make it a little bit more workable. We got a good fill. Kind of look kind of nasty right now, but we sand it, once that's sanded off, we're gonna be good to go. Works quite well.